Hi guys, so I'm back again and with a bare face, which usually means there's a tutorial involved. I thought I'd do another autumn inspired look. This one is going to be based around the shade Dark Side by MAC, which is just a really perfect autumn shade. It's very dark and it's very sort of gothic looking, and I thought I'd just team it up with some strong brows and just keep everything else really simple, so I'll see how that turns out. Right, so I'm going to start with a primer, and this is the Revlon PhotoReady Perfecting Primer, and I've been testing this out a bit and it seems to be doing quite well, so I've just put a small bit on my hand there and I'm just going to put that over my face just to give my foundation something to stick to. Just put that behind my ear. So that's my primer done, and then I'm going to go in with a foundation. I'm going for quite a light foundation, so I'm going for the Revlon Nearly Naked foundation, and this in the shade even 150 Nude. The only thing I hate about this is the lack of a pump, which is a bit of a nightmare, but we'll look past that anyway and I'll just put a bit on my hand. Alright, and I'm going to go in with my Real Techniques buffing brush and I'm just going to put that all over my face. I'm probably going to have to use quite a bit of concealer today just because I've got the world's worst cold and everywhere just seems to be really red. So I'm going to hopefully try and cover all that up. But this foundation's great because it's very light, but it does give a nice amount of coverage and you can sort of build it really. I'm probably putting on a bit more than I should, but I think that's mainly just to counteract how much red I've got going on. Not forgetting my ears. Yes, I'm going to go onto my brows, and for that I'm going to use my trusty Hourglass Brow Arch Sculpting Pencil, which comes with a spoolie and then the wax product as well. So I'm just going to use that just to sort of thicken up my brows and just make them appear a lot fuller. So I'm just brushing through them, just try and get them into some sort of shape. This is the dud eyebrow, this is the good eyebrow, although I'm sure you could have figured that out for yourself. So I'm just going to fill it in just a little bit thicker than I would do normally, just so they're quite like prominent. Ooh, not like that. Yeah, so I think they're filled in quite dramatically, so they probably look a bit like slugs at the moment, but hopefully that will all change. So I'm going to do eyes, and for that I'm going to use my new favourite palette, which is the Smashbox even Blue Eyes palette, which is really lovely, and it has some really lovely sort of neutral shades. So I'm probably going to use probably these two shades, and then that one just to go through the crease just to define it slightly. So I'll start by packing on the colour with a Dome Shadow Brush by Real Techniques. I'm just going to take that all over the lid. And this is kind of a goldeny, almost orange toned, kind of like peachy shade. It's a bit of a random one, but it is really lovely. And I feel like this palette just has loads of lovely colours that just seem to go really nice together. So looks kind of orange at the moment, so we'll add some more onto that. Just blending it out with a MAC 224 brush. And then just to define my crease a little, I'm going to be using my Real Techniques Duo Fibre Eye Brush, which I think is great for great for doing the crease. So I'm just going to take this just in the corner here, just to sort of give it a bit of shadow, because I feel like if I don't do a bit of sort of crease work, my eyes tend to sort of not be very prominent. And then taking a NARS brush that I got in the And God Created the One palette, I'm just going to take this colour here, this sort of highlighting one, and I'm just going to use this on the inner corner as a highlight, just to add a bit of light to the eye. And sort of bringing it a bit onto the main part of the lid. I'm just going to take the sort of matte brown shade and just do that underneath the eye, just to add a bit of definition and add a bit of shadow. So I'm just going to make sure everything's all blended, again with the 224 brush, just to make sure there's no harsh lines. And then taking my Sheer Mirror eyelash curls, I'm just going to curl my lashes and then apply some mascara. For mascara, I'm going to use the Rimmel Scandalised Retro Glam Mascara, which gives a really nice sort of dull-eyed effect and really makes my eyes look quite awake, so I'm going to use that. Yeah, so I'll come back and do the bottom lashes after I've done a bit of concealing. And for concealer, I'm using the Rimmel Match Perfection Concealer, and this is in the shade 030 Classic Beige, and it's one of those sort of like squeezy pen ones. So I'm just going to put a lot of that under my eyes, sort of down my nose, around this sort of red bit here, a little bit on my chin, a bit on my forehead, just to sort of even everything out. The only thing with this is that you kind of have to squeeze it quite hard for anything to come out. And then I'm going to use my trusty Real Techniques contour brush just to sort of blend everything in. Okay, and then I'm going to go in with MAC Harmony Blush just to sort of add a bit of warmth to the face. So you don't want to look too flat, even though the main features are the eyebrows and the lips when they're on. And I'm going to use my MAC 109 brush just to sort of go through the contours of my cheek. I always find I can only do one side quite well, which is always this left side. You're right. And then it just seems to fall flat on this side. I think that's it for skin actually. And I'm just going to do my bottom lashes just so they look a bit more doll-like. Oh god. Seriously, how many bits of brush on my face? Like, how much difference is there? So good. Yeah, I'm really starting to enjoy this mascara. I think it needed to go a bit sort of drier at first. So that's like the majority of the makeup done. I'm going to go with MAC Dark Side now. And this may take a while because my lips, I literally don't have a top lip. I don't hardly have a cupid's bow or anything. so I have to kind of like draw it in. Yeah, so that's the finished look. Strong brows, like a soft, really soft smoky eye, bit of contour, sort of natural light foundation, and then these super dark lips. And I quite like this look actually. It's very sort of a bit gothic-y. And it's, I mean, it's not massively pale because I'm not massively pale anyway, but it's a lot paler than not. I do have like contour in there just to add a bit of warmth to the face, but you could skip that if you wanted to. You could add highlight or whatever. Yeah, it's just wanted to use this lipstick because I've not used it for a while. Yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up, comment below, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!